Hey guys, hope you're enjoying a wonderful Sunday last Sunday of November, which is hard to believe. It's looking like Christmas here in Toronto, finally having our first snowfall. And they are running today. I actually did take a look at a couple, there's 2 stake races on the card at Woodbine today, so we will take a peek at that. The weather, it's frightful. No, it'll be all right. Aqueduct, it's one of those things, I kind of avoided the turf races today, so let's jump right into it and kind of pick around a little bit. I'm doing this before scratches, so depending on, I'm not sure they're on the turf today. I know they had snow showers kind of roll through that area this morning, so we'll see. But anyways, we'll just avoid it. Race number 4, there's some really nice allowance races on the card today. I actually think it's going to be all right. 2 horses that I'll take here in race number 4, so this could just be like an exacta play, maybe something to team in a horizontal play, but for this race, the 4 and the 5, you can see are the 2 that I'm keying in on. The mile distance, I think, is going to really work in the favor of the 4-horse Emperor's Cause. Emperor's Cause, there's a lot of question marks in this race. I mean, there's horses that have been off for forever. Water's Edge, he's even odds on the morning line. This is such a good race here. You finished second by a half. The horse has been racing well, ready to go, 3-year-old, started late. And off of this race, you have to give him a month off. These are just huge warning signs to me. I always say, where's this horse been? Maybe he got a little sick. I don't know. The works look okay. But I'll play against a horse who's likely to be a very short price. He may go out there and crush. It's very possible. He's got good tactical speed to get himself into position. Got a good post on the inside. He's going to have to use that speed. But just this layoff here, from a financial standpoint, it is a warning sign. This horse has some issues. A lot of horses do, but I don't like when a 3-year-old's getting that kind of pattern. Got a Finger Lakes horse from Charlie Baker here. Ran well last time out, but I'm leaving him alone. Pinot's horse, kind of the same story. The 4 Emperor's Cause looks legit on this circuit, just the one start after being down in Florida. And it was good. It made that nice middle move. I like that Saez is back aboard. To me, it makes the most sense. The 5 Scotto is another one that I am fairly interested in. Saez defected to the 4, but Trevor McCarthy's been riding well. I'm going to pick a couple of his horses today. He rode this horse before, way back in the day. Not much happened there, but it is just the kind of horse that just seems to be kind of developing as he goes along. He fits at this level. Some of these races were kind of cheap, but he just seems to be getting better and better. The rest of the field, there's so many gaps. Like this Full Moon Fever, he looks okay, but hasn't been seen since March. The Jeffrey Engelhardt horse, another Finger Lakes horse. Maybe it's not like he's facing the toughest group in the world. Same with the 8. So it's a bit of a mishmash for race number 4. Race number 6, we'll jump to that one, another one on the dirt. Another mile race for a non-2 other than. The 8 horse going to be my top pick here in race number 6. That's First Constitution. He'll be the favorite. I'm not going to get too cute to try to beat him. Probably play him on top and underneath exactas with the 4 and the 6. Again, you get horses kind of coming in from all over the place. The Parks horse here, he was at Saratoga before. Didn't run badly here. I mean, it was a maker horse, right? I mean, he's been against some classy horses, so maybe he's worth a little bit of a look, especially since he's attracted the services of Mr. Irad. The 2 Little Commissioner, I don't know, that last race was so bad. I can't throw it out even though it was on a sloppy track because it came off of such a long layoff. Did work since the last start, but I just have my big question marks, backside of the moon. I don't know, I keep going through here trying to find some form. The 4 Chris and Dave, just including because of the Linda Rice claim, this horse is doing something different, going for a different barn. He's been with Diodoro, he's been with Asmussen, he's been with Cantor Machi, so he's been with some decent stables. This last race was good, obviously a victory, and Lescano riding extremely well right now. But I do think it's the 8 horse, it's the Todd horse at a short price. I don't need to extol his virtues. He's finished second in that most recent start to Speaker's Corner, who didn't run too badly yesterday. It was a good race, stretching out. So that's nothing too exciting there. And the last race I'll talk about here for Aqueduct before we bounce to Woodbine is the Grade 3 Fall High Weight Handicap going 6 furlongs. The 1 horse Chateau for Rob Atras The last race was disastrous. Like, it wasn't good. I mean, and there's major reservations I have about this horse, but he hasn't found himself in that tough of a group. I just can't seem to get to the races all that often, but he is a graded winner, graded stakes winner, so that puts him in pretty lofty competition, or, you know, lofty heights compared to some of these others. Rob Actress does a lot of things well. They probably decided to just regroup after this start, not even try to get another start. The first quarter just went too fast, 21-4, and then he completely folded after that. So regroup, aim for this race. At least I'm hoping that's the story I'm telling myself, because I think that he's a major contender here, especially at the 6 furlong distance. His speed puts him into the race. Carmouche, you know, you can't beat what you can't catch. So I'm hoping that that's what ends up happening. Green Light Go, current form is unknown. Smooth B, don't like the way he stopped. It was on the turf, but I'm just not sure he's quite right at that where he needs to be right now. Sir Alfred James, I'm picking the 2 high weight horses in here, the 2 that are carrying 131 pounds. They get spotted with the heavyweights for a reason, because they're the ones to beat. I do think that those 2 are the ones to beat. Sir Alfred James, a lot of speed as well. Looks to knock heads, potentially, with my other selection, Chateau. I'm hoping that they don't kill each other off, that they just go around the track together and finish 1 and 2. That looks like a fairly decent exacta play for me there in Aqueduct's stake race today. Over to Woodbine, 2 stake races on the card for the 2-year-olds, and it is snowing, so, you know, it's snowing. Grade 3 Mazarine, I have nothing else to add. Mile on the 16th, the distance here for the Mazarine. These are the 2-year-old fillies. 3 horses, I'm going to weight them all pretty equally. Jonathan Thomas, he's been racing a stable of horses at Woodbine this year, and he's done extremely well. So that one's going to be included. The 4 Canta. You can see Jonathan's had 7 winners from 16 starters at Woodbine. He's a high percentage trainer at the best of times, but he's really he brought the right horses here to run on the synthetic. There's no doubt about that. Canta, coming off of her maiden win, it was legit. This is some decent pin oak breeding, Bachata, this kind of an older mare, but they gave a decent price for her. Pin oak was keeping most of the babies and running them, but this one went up for sale. And Canta, good effort last time. You know, she can sit close, so for that reason, I'm kind of thinking that she should be in the mix anyways. Moira, you know, when you step out your first lifetime start and win a stake race, you obviously have a little bit of talent. She really ran well there, especially at the mile on the 16th. That's not easy for anyone. She looks decent enough, so she's on the ticket too. The Cassie horses, I took a peek, you know, at a few of them. This horse kind of cool, hey? Saki. There's 2. We'll look at the next one, the next race. But Jean-Claude Rouget running these ones for L&J Foxwoods. This one's Gainsway as well. This obviously there's pedigree here, because these are, you know, this is being bought for a reason and brought over here to run. They're looking to get some black type on her. Get the sales page looking good, because obviously she's a future broodmare prospect. At least that's what I'm gauging from what's going on. Difficult to know what some of these races are. The Deauville race looks legitimate enough. The one that she won here at Moulin, you know, probably a step below. So I'm not too sure about what to say about her. But Moira and Canta, the 2 that I like, and then the other one was the 7 horse, and that was the other Cassie horse. Obrietta was the one I'm going to include. She did win her last start and defeated a couple of these in doing that. On to race number 8, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. I'm on the 16th, the grade 3 gray. This is for the 2-year-olds. 3 horses I like in here, the 8, the 11, and the 9. These horses are coming from all over the place. We've got a claimer here for Norm McKnight. Why not take a chance? This horse actually ran really well on the display, but I'm not going to, Ironstone, I'm not going to take him today. I'm looking at Churchtown as being a major player. Roger Atfield, this is one that just won so easily in the debut. Emma Wilson riding this one, so we'll take Churchtown. Looks like he should be able to stretch out with no problems whatsoever. The 9-horse International, this is the other one, the Jean-Claude Rouget and L&J Foxwoods connections. This one I actually like. I won't include the filly in the previous race, but I do think that this one deserves a long look. It just, I looked at a couple of these races, the Deauville races, that were both quality. I don't know what I mean, at least he's won on the synthetic, so we'll give him that. But boy, this is asking a lot, right? This horse ran on October the 20th. It's what, the 28th of November today? So like a month ago, he was running, 5 weeks ago, he was running in France. And now he's welcome to Woodbine in the snow. That is culture shock. The 11 horse Hixie coming off of a couple wins, doing everything right. Another one that Kevin Attard has, who looks like he should stretch out and be a legitimate contender there at Woodbine. So there you have it. Snow in my future today. It's all good. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Have an excellent day today, whatever you're playing. Use Formulator. They're having a sale right now. Still, I think it goes till tomorrow at midnight. 50% off. If you can be a member of DRF Bets. I can't because I'm in Canada, but anyways, if not, you get 20% off. So it's good. I don't know how I wouldn't be able to make my living doing this if I didn't have Formulator. I just wouldn't. Have an excellent day and make some money and stay warm.